high the thing, so you just go like that.
It's the joy.
Put them all out.
Yeah, definitely. For aesthetics more than anything.
Just sleep on this bit, and that's where you're standing is where the stove goes. We're in this beautiful woodland in Northumberland. It's a private woodland that we've got permission to use, and we're on a one-nighter and testing out the Nortent Lavvo 4. Now, you would have seen the stove set up. It's a steel stove I've had for a while, and but on the way will be the Nortent titanium one. But in the meantime, David's selected to sleep in his
AMOK.
Okay, have you slept in it before?
Yes, many times. Not with the tops. It's the first time I've used it with the top. Always summer camped in it. But it's a flat lie. It's got an inflatable mattress, so it's really comfortable. So once you get your pivot point in the middle, it's incredibly comfortable. It takes a little bit of practice to get into, but it's got loads of storage space. And what I like about it, this is for Scotland wild camping for the midges, is we've got the midgie net here, which you can actually sort of put out and zip all the way, which I haven't done yet.
Brilliant.
Zips all the way. You can do that from the inside. It goes all the way around.
Midgie, I'm struggling. Can you help me?
Do not fear, Joel. Bushcraft Dad is here. What would you like soaring, son?
Just leave. Just leave.
Yeah, massively cheating. Talk to the saw. Am I redeemed? So good. Forgive the bit with the reciprocating saw. It was just a bit of a joke, but the point is, it's to also emphasize that this Lavvo represents something of the meeting of the old and the new. So this type of Lavvo, this is the 4-man, when partnered with the titanium stove, represents something kind of portable. So the weight of the combination of the Sil Nylon 30D Lavvo 4 with floor and a titanium stove is something like 6 kilograms. So definitely portable. considering that would sleep 4 people. I'll put the exact figures on. So let me show you inside. This is my old steel stove set up for the fire tonight. The boys are going to sleep on this side, and it's a lovely space. There's 2 entrances, and this side has got a cutaway floor. I've put this extra tarp down tonight just to give me a little bit more protection. There's a large vent at the top, and of course 2 mesh protected vents. So despite there being no inner tent in here at the moment, you can completely seal it off. The floor meets right down to the ground, and as you saw earlier, there's this inner part here. So all the way around, as we've got currently tucked in, is a snow valance. I've got a lovely bit of red wine here, and I just wanted to toast this new tent. It feels really, really special. They often feel moved to toast a tent, but yeah, it's something a bit different, and it feels like a sanctuary. So to all that go in this Lavvo, and to you, the good people of Nortent, not because they've gifted me a tent, just because in my dealings with them, they've been lovely people. Cheers. And 1 drop on the tent, and a drop for the birds and animals. So what I made earlier is a big beef goulash, and I've got some extra ingredients in there of chorizo and bacon lardons and a few potatoes. So we're going to have it with some crusty bread, heat that up nice and slow, but I've got some peppers here I need to chop and put into. Might need to move these back a little bit. Thank you.
Just got to organise there now. Well, these bread buns can cope with that. And then that'll take about 20 minutes for those dumplings to swell and cook.
Lovely and warm in there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And it's been served with some lovely artisan crusty buns there that have been warmed at the edge of the wood burning stove. So this is a feast.
Boys, you okay in there?
You warm enough?
Yeah, definitely. My guess at how hot it is probably at least like maybe like 27 degrees.
Okay, we're having a live on the ground, no pun intended, debate between the Helinox ground chair and the Nemo Moonlight.
Let's try that one. This is actually really comfortable. It's very low, but it's very comfortable. So if it's the same weight, I think I would actually go for this one.
Do you like it?
I think it's really good, yeah.
Which one do you prefer?
I prefer the quality of this one, but I prefer the practicality of this one.
It's nice.
My coat's literally burning. It's burning hot there.
I bet it is.
My coat's like
Maybe it's,
burning.
get Edward to move over a little
45 degrees. Edward, move your bag. Put your bag at your feet, move over.
bit. Well, it's been a fantastic night. The boys are in the tent now, just getting warm, and they're absolutely loving it. And that is it. It's a sanctuary. We're in the dark woodland, and this is like a river valley that collects cold air. It's down to probably, it's not too bad tonight, but 2 degrees centigrade, and that's just a place that we can put the boys with the fire on, and they're as warm as toast. We're just heating up some washing up water after a fantastic dinner with the goulash that I've had slow cooking most of the day. Then we finished it off on the stove with the peppers and the dumplings, and we've had a piece of caramel shortbread that has sent me into liver failure, to be honest. It was just so amazing. So now David and I are just going to sit by the lantern. We've got a little bit of single malt whiskey, some Isle of Jura in there, and we're just gonna chill out for a little while, and we'll probably take the chairs in and sit by the fire. They're luckily these lads, aren't they?
I have no idea, do they? They don't know any different.
To the highway.
Gonna put the last beech log on the fire, and that'll go probably for a good 2 hours. Keep us warm into the night. There we go, lovely. Oh, 10 fish. Oh. Woo, 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 10 fish.
Good morning. It's not been a bad night, but we're in a river valley here, and the river's right around us. Been a lot of rain recently. We've got wood in the tent, and as it's cooled in the night, we've got quite a lot of condensation inside. I put this on. This is the fire maple orange lantern, and that gave us a little bit of ambience, but it's not done much to clear the condensation. So I've got a trick here to get some heat going. Now, I'm not going to put the wood stove on this morning because this is quite heavy steel, and we're going to pack up this morning, and this will take quite a while to cool down. Plus I'm going to show you some of the other setup options, so I don't want the wood fire on yet. So I'm going to put this on, and we can see what effect that has. And incidentally, there's going to be a link below. I'm doing a full video on this and this lantern together, and also I've done a video comparing the fire maple orange lantern to the UCO candle lantern. I'll put a link to that as well. But let's get this lit up and we'll see what it does to the condensation in here. Let's pop that on, turn it on, light it like that, and what will happen, that ceramic element will start to heat up, and we'll see what happens to all this condensation, see if it clears away. And to work in a space like this, that's actually a brilliant combination of this Claris CL2 and this fire maple heater together. And that could make a solution for a space like this. If you didn't have a stove, you could just put a table in here, and already that's warming the place up. Really good.
Oh, that's nice to swing in. Instead of a hammock side by side.
It stops swinging as you go on.
Yeah, good, I'd feel seasick. That's beautiful lying here looking at the trees.
But it is so comfortable.
Okay. So on this morning I just wanted to talk a little bit more about the detail, and we'll start from the top down. So all of the major reinforcement points are Dyneema reinforced. So the roof of the tent there, where the pole is, where there's a lot of tension, there's a big patch, and behind each of the guy out points there's a Dyneema circle, inside there. There's one vent at the roof with a stiffener here, and you can adjust the tension on that using this. There's so many guy out points, one between each seam, and you can see this tent, due to the number and the position of the guy out points, is going to be really stable in any wind. So this is the Helleran tarp from Nortent, and there'll be some options to add to your living space. Look at this, the guys are in little Dyneema reinforced pockets on the corners. How cool is that? So if you didn't want to use that guy on this tarp, that would be just stored there. And this is a sill nylon tarp from Nortent, and that little bit of detail there speaks volumes about the quality of production of Nortent products. So who would have thought of that, of putting a little mesh pocket for your guy line in the corner that's also Dyneema reinforced? Absolutely brilliant. And I hope you've noticed that the quality of the Lavvo 4 is similar or the same in its construction. There's not a loose stitch everywhere, everything's absolutely super straight. The materials are of really high quality, and I can just tell that this is going to be something that can last a long time on true expedition use. It's a brilliant bit of kit. The pocket's actually an integral part of the top, so you're unlikely to lose it. And it comes with some small pegs, some Siltech, and a matching repair patch. Right, the setup of that is not perfect, but you can see how that would make a lovely extended cooking and socialising area out of the rain. Just like that. Nice. And you could definitely cook and seat a couple of people under here. That'd be fantastic. And of course this top has a number of setup options. Have got the inner here. Everything's a bit damp. I want to get packed up, so I'm not going to put that up today. I'll do that another time. But you can see the sleeping area here. We'd take 2 people here and 2 people here, and of course the fireplace here, as you saw last night. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to get packed up now. This is the Nortent Lavvo 4. There's links below to where you can buy that, and there's also links below to where you can buy the fire maple products and the stove that you've seen. I'd really appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Keep an eye on my other stove and tent review playlists, and if you wanted to buy me a coffee, that would be really appreciated, because the Claris CL2 that you saw, I bought through Buy Me a Coffee money, and I'm giving that to our scout group. So anything that any money that I now get through Buy Me a Coffee goes on buying equipment for the scout unit where I'm a leader. I might review it first before putting in the store. That'll be useful things for them. So thanks very much for that, and happy autumn camping, because it's a lovely time of year, isn't it, to be camping. Cheers. Right, thanks for watching until the end, and for those that enjoy it, I know I certainly enjoy it. Here's the unboxing. Wow. So Nortent have sent me a t-shirt. Brilliant. Got the size right. That's very nice of them. And in here, I think this is the Lavvo 4 Arctic. That might be the footprint. This is the Helleran tarp they've sent me. Separate thing. Thank you very much. I think this might be the inner tent, and they've actually sent me the Lavvo 4 Arctic version. That's amazing. Thank you, Nortent. Right, and that's, you know, for a 4-person tent, that's and its capabilities, that's a reasonably compact package. So we've got a wee Lavvo 4 brochure with pitching instructions there. It says, the exceptionally good feeling of being free together with nature. This is what Nortent is all about. And that's the philosophy I try and use and think about when I'm using their products. Lavvo 4, the indigenous Sami people of Norway have through generations lived in close contact with nature and have always sworn to the teepee for protection against the harsh, long winters of northern Norway. This is also our inspiration for designing our Lavvo. It's a very flexible 4-season teepee. It comes from our desire to develop a lightweight tent that can be used in every situation, from family excursions to demanding hikes in mountains and forests, where lightness, space, flexibility and reliability are key factors for your comfort. Wow. Okay. On the label here it says, pursue your goal with all your determination and you will achieve it. Roald Amundsen, the first man to the South Pole, 1911. That's just on the label there. Pretty cool. Right, thank you for joining me in that unboxing.